Hello! Welcome back to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity. When last we left,
Certainly.
we had cleared level 13, and we found that level 14 was a very small level, with another entry to weapon shields and shields grant bonuses that stack with bonuses from other item types. Sorta. We found that this next level is very small and has a man encased in Adra. And it also has another branch of the master staircase. And Fenora had already looked all over this, found no traps. There were a couple things that we could loot. Ooh, Scroll of Maelstrom. Do we have anybody that can use that? You can use that. Can you use that? You can use that. Okay, we will put that in your hands. What is this? Stag's Horn. Conjures an enormous stag horn to attack the target. Can you use it? You can use it! Guess what? You are, indeed, going to do that. Second chance. You have second chance. Did not realize you had second chance. You have. Is there anything else that requires 4 lore that 6 lore that we have? Requires level 7. Requires 8 lore. 8 lore. 6 lore. Crackling bolts. Revival. I think we'll do that. Orlan's Cradle. Okay. Anything else? Because I think level 3 is where you can... Twin Stones. Sends 2 deadly boulders flying out from the druid's position, dealing crush damage to anyone in their path, exploding on contact with solid surface, causing the fragments to pierce. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. There we go. We're going to do a quick save. And in fact, we're going to do a full save. There's another thing that I could thought of that this could be. This could be Od Nua's child that he when the son rather when the son died, he could have had the son encased in Audra to preserve the body, you know, quite kind of like a fantasy cryogenics. Who the son? Did I actually? That is what happens when you're not paying attention to what you're typing. When you're typing and talking at the same time. Let's see. Spirit of Od Nua. The shade emerges like a wound in the world, split open to reveal a hollow darkness. Beneath a writhing crown of shadow lies a gleaming mask bearing the visage of an old man. The silver face turns towards you, features cold and still. From within the sockets of that mask's eyes, guttering fires emit their eerie light.
Who are you? Would you abandon your king? Take up your sword! To battle! The enemy has come!
His voice seems to reverberate through the chamber. The masked eyes burn with a sudden new light as the room around you seems to grow darker. What are you? I am Exil. I come in search of the master below.
Then you are no lost soul of mine. No soldier. I have no power over you.
Oh, you're not confused.
But neither have you found your quarry, for before you is Od Nua, king in life of a great people, master now of nothing.
Wait a minute. If you're not the master in this place, who is? Something with a longer reach, for I can do nothing outside this wretched chamber. The stone is like an anchor. The mask turns back towards the crystal at the center of the room and the body there.
Many souls do pass from time to time into this place. The Audra draws them deep, and there they are consumed, but not by me.
Something dwells in the place beneath us, and there feeds upon my people, as it did when we drew breath. It is an old, ancient thing, and you will not conquer it any more than we could conquer ignorance. Od Nua suddenly shudders, and the shape of him seems to warp and twist. The tines of his dark crown grow long, and the surface of his mask ripples like molten ore.
None walk there save Od Nua's line. You will not tread in that place. Not there.
If this thing is responsible for the attacks on Od Nua, then perhaps I can help us both. How? Will you destroy that which survived the end of my people? No, you will only anger it. It will drink your life like water. But it's destroying this place as surely as the Ingwithans did. I'm only here to defend my stronghold. I must defeat this creature. It threatens your world, your homes, not mine, for we are long dead. To me it is but an obstacle. And when it too at last perishes, I will have my chance. I have waited for so long, I cannot risk this.
But you see them. What remains of them? As the Mad One did before you. As I do. My subjects. My people.
What happened to this place? We sought the place where the veins of the world meet, where a soul might be drawn from the Audra, if we could find the means to keep the soul intact, to preserve its memories. We are so close, it is nearly done. My people shaped for me a titan, yes, vast and wondrous in form, so that it might be worthy of the soul that would dwell within it. I have not looked upon it since. He reaches out a hand, pointing a dark and tapering claw towards the steps. They will destroy all that I have worked for. They will steal my only hope. Will we allow the rabble to strike us from this world, to steal my son from me a final time? He raises his arms, now lashing tendrils of shadow.
Up, soldiers! Up, conquerors of death! Keep them from the statue! Will you leave your lord to fight alone?
The stone seems to shake beneath your feet, and the air grows cold, but nothing emerges from the darkness. The echoes of Od Nua's commands fade. His spirit regards the crystal where his body dwells, silent. You built the endless paths?
The endless paths. 1,000 hands toiled to create it. But it was my voice, my will, that directed them. The great work of our age.
Or it would have been, if they had only allowed me to finish, if they understood that from such rotted foundations could emerge wondrous achievement, that the same curse I sought to cure afflicted them in return, that my son might from one moment to the next be lost to me is an abomination. His voice thickens with grief, reverberating through the chamber. He wants only that I should be proud of him. How can a father convince his son that he might accomplish nothing and still be the light of his life? How if he is gone? So many hours and days spent wondering. If I had been there but a moment early, if I had stopped him from leaving that morning, if I had only known that I would never see him again.
Lost, treading these endless paths, these regrets, with him forever moving out of reach into some darker place, away from me. Have they loved nothing in all their lives? Lost nothing? Wives, husbands, children? Might I not show them then the agony of it?
Is that your justification? That your grief outmatches everyone else's? What did they make of their grief? Nothing. None of them dared. None of them tried. I had the vision, and the people followed me. They believed. They knew what I promised. And if some came only to test their knowledge, at least they contributed to our understanding. We came so close, you do not understand. The frustration of it has only festered in me. I cannot cease thinking of it. Every moment I have lost. Some light surges behind Od Nua's eyes, which burst into orange flame.
Have they loved nothing in all their lives? Lost nothing? Wives, husbands, children? Might I not show them then the agony of it?
Yeah, we heard that before. I understand your grief, but why all this? It did not start so. How could it? I was mad with grief. I summoned workers, mages, servants. We plunged headlong into our quest. I could not see for tears. And at first nothing. Feeble efforts, false starts, days of nothing. And all the while I was certain I was losing time. I gave permission that we should try new methods, that we should bolster our knowledge of the soul. And with these barbarous acts we began at last to learn, to find the edges of that veil. My people told me they could find my son, but still we had not the means of extracting him safe, intact. But at last, when the discovery was at hand, we were betrayed. All that we had been paid, the lives lost, the taint upon our souls, all for nothing. They destroyed the Titan, cleaved him from his roots.
I will never see him again. Even in death, we have been more wholly separated than if I had never known him. He will have forgotten me. Have I not paid? Have they not cost me all I had?
Oh, I could attack him. I'd rather make him do the first move, which was going to turn into a really dangerous fight, I'm pretty sure. Perhaps your son's spirit still remains here somewhere. You have wronged a great many people. Yes, I know of it. How could I not? I remember that well. I have had so many years to think of it, to remember. I don't have enough intellect. Dang it. Perhaps it's time to let go. I have tried! I cannot! The regret burns within me like a fire. It eats all thought. As if in answer, the fire laps at the edges of his mask, sending a wave of heat towards you. Resolve 20. You come after all this time and to tell me I must forget? I will not. I must not. I am all that remains. If I forget, there will be nothing left of him. You don't have to forget, only to forgive yourself.
No! It is not my doing. It cannot be so simple. I will drive the invaders from the halls. I will go down those final steps, and there, finish my great work. None will stop me.
I cannot help you. I will be on my way. No, no, you will go from here and bring them with you. Bring the mob again with blade and fire. They will destroy all that I have worked for. They will steal my only hope. Will we allow the rabble to strike us from this world, to steal my son from the final time? Up, soldiers! Is he attacking? He is attacking. Oh, bloody hell. Okay. Andala, Riomara, Isarna, Greater Windblight.
I'm stuck.
Okay.
Just
And Fenord's already down, and people are all paralyzed.
like an adherent to go down.
Turn to the priest!
I'm soon for the wheel.
Just get quieter.
Yeah, Ader, you're the last one left. Ooh, I'm still fighting. Fudge. This is not going to go well.
We're kind of stuck over here.
Yeah, that did not go well. That did not go well at all. So I wonder if there's a piece of food somewhere. Please don't crash game. Thank you. I wonder if there is a piece of food somewhere. This one's a little bit later on. A piece of food somewhere that Constitution affects the endurance and health of the character and their fortitude defense. It may also be used in scripted interactions to endure grueling physical circumstances. Now, as I said, I wonder if there's a piece of food somewhere that can give me a resolve bonus. Because if so, I am only one thing away from the resolve I need to get that resolve 20 results.
Certainly.
So, we're going to go have a meal. Mystic that my character is, she would much rather set souls to rest than to kill them. It's probably more effective too. Usually just disrupting a soul is a temporary matter. I am so glad I have primary resolve. I've been doing primary resolve most of the game. Okay.
Last thing the Deerwood needs is another foreign colony.
Indeed. Okay. I'm gonna look around here. Oh, there's the person we need to talk to. Most events at the Stronghold occur over the passage of time. Tax collection, completion of side adventures, and the generation of crafting ingredients occur as you complete quests. Ah. I think there is actually a timer on that. Okay, let's talk to this guy first. And see if the, there's new ingredients. Admis Weert and Zarib tongue.
Well met, friend.
Okay, ingredients. Oaken scarab beetle. That would be very expensive. Consumables. Ingredients. Here we go. Not the right kind of ingredients. Let's see if any of the other stores in my keep can provide the food ingredients. Does anybody make food in my keep? The tombstone icon indicates a memorial. These are personalized messages written by our backers. Many of them break the fourth wall, so players desiring complete immersion may wish to avoid clicking them. And I did not read some of them that I ran into in the later game, and they are now barred for me because they're in maps I can't get back to. Yay me. There's also a lot of vibrant souls that I didn't look at. Oh well. Waiting. Okay.
Last thing the Deerwood needs is another foreign colony.
Rots, quiet, please. You sell scrolls. Don't need scrolls. I'll check you last. I don't think you're going to be the right. You're going to sell what I want, but I'll check anyway. Character's endurance is blah blah blah. If character's endurance is reduced to 0, the character is knocked out, but will get back up with full endurance if their side wins the battle. Health damage is typically only restored by resting. If it is reduced to 0, the character will be crippled or will be maimed or killed. Essence shimmers within these bottles. You're
Greetings.
Curio shopkeeper. Were you in need of something? Beetle shells, sorry tongues. Ingredients. Not the kind of ingredients I need. You have Vithrak brains now, though. And once again, finding gems in this game is proving to be the more difficult aspect of things. I don't think I've seen a ruby yet. No, I had rubies for a little bit. Right now what I want is food. Through their sneak attack ability, rogues have the highest weapon damage output of any class. Whenever rogues hit enemies who have afflictions that qualify for sneak attack, they will automatically do extra damage. Notice those traps that I couldn't disarm were level 12 traps, so even with the scroll, I was barely enough.
I must say, I'm impressed.
Okay. See if you have. I don't think, the right stuff either. Rangers' animal companions can be directly selected through their icon, overlaid on top of their ranger. You are the artificer. You're not going to have
Hello.
food. Hello. You have no food. You have weapons, but no food. Oh, you have traps. I can bet when I'm playing Soul, I'll be using a lot of traps. Probably going to go high in mechanics, and I'll probably have enough lore that I can use the scrolls that allow me to increase my stats a little, and but also have a lot of everything is useful is the thing, but solo is going to be really hard. Might affects all damage and healing done by the character in the Fortitude defense. It may also be used in conversations and scripted interactions for tests of strength and power.
I must say, I'm impressed.
My timer did go off, and all that you listening to me drink from my soda. And also I'm heaving high because the hay fever is getting to me. It's hard to breathe. Anyway, talk to you in the next video.